Which watch movement is actually superior? Today I'm settling the debate that divides the watch world, and I'm showing you exactly what's happening inside your timepiece. Welcome to Time and Luxury. I'm Kamal Chilaka, your host today, and we're diving deep into the fascinating world of watch movements. Whether you're just starting your watch collection or looking to expand your horological knowledge, understanding these differences is essential. We'll be examining the three primary movement types found in modern watches: automatic, manual, and quartz. We'll explore how each works, their advantages and disadvantages, and what makes them unique, all with detailed imagery to show you exactly what's happening inside these mechanical marvels. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what powers your timepiece and why collectors often have strong preferences between these different technologies. Before we examine specific movement types, let's understand the fundamental principles behind all timekeeping. Regulated oscillation. Every watch, regardless of its type, relies on something that oscillates at a consistent rate. In a pendulum clock, it's the swing of the pendulum. One complete cycle taking exactly the same amount of time, allowing the clock to track seconds, minutes, and hours. In mechanical watches, both automatic and manual, this regulating element is the balance wheel and hairspring assembly. This tiny wheel oscillates back and forth, typically completing 28,800 vibrations per hour in modern watches. That's 8 vibrations per second. In quartz watches, the regulator is a tiny piece of quartz crystal that vibrates precisely 32,768 times per second when electricity is applied, providing exceptional accuracy. With this basic principle understood, let's look at each movement type in detail. Starting with the oldest of the three, the manual wind movement. Manual wind movements, also called hand-wound movements, represent the oldest form of portable timekeeping technology, dating back to the earliest pocket watches. As the name suggests, these watches must be wound by hand, typically by turning the crown approximately 20 to 40 times until you feel resistance, indicating the mainspring is fully wound. When you wind the crown, you're literally storing energy in the mainspring, a coiled strip of metal housed in a barrel. As the spring gradually unwinds, it transfers energy through a series of gears called the going train. This energy eventually reaches the escapement, the mechanism that controls the release of power and allows the balance wheel to oscillate at a consistent rate. Each oscillation allows the escapement to advance the gear train by a precise amount, moving the hands forward. Manual movements are often celebrated for their traditional appeal, and they're typically slimmer profile, as they don't require the automatic winding mechanism we'll discuss next. Many of the world's most prestigious watches feature manual wind movements, sometimes chosen specifically for their elegant thinness or to showcase beautiful finishing through a display case back without the rotor blocking the view. The primary disadvantage is obvious. You must remember to wind the watch regularly, typically every 36 to 72 hours depending on the power reserve. Forget and your watch stops, requiring resetting the time and date. Now let's see how automatic movements solve this inconvenience. Automatic movements, also called self-winding movements, represent an ingenious evolution of the manual movement, adding a mechanism that winds the watch using the natural motion of your wrist. The defining feature is this semicircular weight called the rotor that pivots freely as you move. Through a series of gears, this motion winds the mainspring, storing energy just like you would by manually turning the crown in a manual wind mechanism. The rotor is connected to the mainspring barrel through a series of gears and a clutch mechanism that prevents overwinding. Each swing of the rotor incrementally tightens the mainspring. Rotor designs vary considerably between manufacturers. Some luxury brands like Patek Philippe and Vacheron Constantin use 21K or 22K gold rotors for increased inertia. Others, like Rolex, use their distinctive half-moon shaped oscillating weight. The addition of the automatic winding mechanism typically adds 1 to 2 millimeters to the movement thickness compared to an equivalent manual caliber, a trade-off most find well worth the convenience of not having to wind the watch daily. Inside, automatic movements work exactly like manual movements once wound. The same balance wheel, escapement, and gear train. In fact, many automatic watches can also be wound manually by turning the crown, useful if the watch hasn't been worn for a while. Today, automatic movements dominate the luxury watch market, available in watches ranging from a few $100s to hundreds of thousands of dollars. They offer a compelling blend of traditional mechanical craftsmanship with modern convenience. The primary advantages are convenience and consistent power delivery. As long as you wear your automatic watch regularly, typically at least 8 to 10 hours daily, it will maintain power. Many modern automatics also feature power reserves of 70 plus hours, allowing you to take them off for a weekend without stopping. Now let's examine the movement that revolutionized the watch industry in the 1970s, the Quartz movement. Quartz movements represent a fundamentally different approach to timekeeping, using electronic oscillation rather than mechanical energy. The heart of a quartz watch is a tiny crystal of silicon dioxide, or quartz, cut to a specific shape and size. When electricity is applied from the battery, this crystal vibrates exactly 32,768 times per second. An integrated circuit counts these vibrations and converts them into 1-second pulses. These pulses drive a stepping motor that turns the hands, or in digital watches, updates the display. While appearing simpler, quartz movements represent incredible engineering. The components must be manufactured to precise specifications to ensure accuracy, and modern versions include features like thermal compensation to maintain accuracy across different temperatures. The primary advantage of quartz is accuracy. A typical quartz watch is accurate to within plus or minus 1 second per month. Quartz watches also tend to be more affordable to produce, more robust against shocks, and require less maintenance. Typically just a battery change every 2 to 5 years, depending on the model. While sometimes dismissed by enthusiasts, Quartz technology reaches impressive heights in watches like the Grand Seiko 9F series, which features specially grown quartz crystals, sealed movement compartments to prevent dust contamination during battery changes, and accuracy within 10 seconds per year. It's worth noting that most people mistakenly refer to all battery-powered watches as quartz, but there are other electronic movement types like spring drive, which merges mechanical and electronic elements in a unique hybrid approach. Now that we understand how each movement works, let's compare them directly across several important factors. For accuracy, quartz dominates. A standard quartz watch typically varies by 15 to 30 seconds per month, while mechanical watches might vary by 5 to 15 seconds per day. High-end mechanical watches with chronometer certification improve this to around 2 to 6 seconds per day, still far less accurate than even basic quartz watches. For maintenance, quartz is simplest, typically requiring only battery changes every few years. Mechanical watches, both automatic and manual, should be serviced every 5 to 10 years. This involves disassembly, cleaning, lubrication, and adjustment by a skilled watchmaker. For longevity, mechanical watches have the edge. A well-maintained mechanical movement can run for generations with periodic service. Quartz movement eventually face obsolescence as integrated circuits age and replacement parts become unavailable. In terms of price, quartz movements dominate the entry-level market. Mechanical movements begin at higher price points due to their more complex manufacturing, with high-end examples featuring hand finishing that can push prices into 6 figures. Perhaps the most important factor is the intangible, the emotional connection and appreciation. Mechanical watches, whether automatic or manual, offer a direct connection to centuries of watchmaking tradition. The knowledge that tiny mechanical components are working in concert to track time holds a special appeal for many enthusiasts. Quartz offers unbeatable practicality, mechanical offers tradition and craftsmanship, and ultimately, the best moment is the one that aligns with your priorities as a watch owner. So as we've seen, each moment type offers distinctive advantages and represents different approaches to timekeeping. The moment debate often gets heated in watch circles, but understanding the technical realities helps make an informed choice. Which moment types do you prefer and why? Is it the heritage of manual wind, the convenience of automatic, or the accuracy of Quartz? Let me know in the comments below. Also tell me which specific moments that you'd like to see featured in future videos. Whether it's Omega's coaxial, Grand Seiko's spring drive, or vintage calibers with historical significance. Thank you for watching this comprehensive guide to watch movements. If you found it helpful, please consider subscribing for more in-depth explorations of exceptional timepieces and luxury craftsmanship. Until next time, this is Kamal Chilaka for Time and Luxury.